welcome to Naropa's Diwali Intercultural Festival of Lights in collaboration with Nepali Jatra and Cosmos Co-op. I'm Rinchin India Love, and I have the honor of co-hosting today with Danny Newberg, who will be taking on the second half of this evening. Before we get started, I would love to invite my dear friend and elder, Joseph Medicine Road. Joseph is going to lead us into a prayer and offer a land acknowledgement. Please help me welcome Joseph.
Mitakuye oyase. Lakota, that word, those two words mean to all our relations, that we are all interconnected, interdependent, and related, and all life is sacred. So I greet you relatives. Namaskar, namaste, and tashidele, to bring in the beautiful celebration of Diwali, Festival of Lights, as we shine our light on the darkness that's happening in the world, to lift up the consciousness and to bring forth prayer and love and healing. So I'm going to offer a traditional prayer song on this flute. And I ask you not to applaud, because this is not a performance. This is a prayer that we sing in our ceremonies. So along with the sound of this flute, as it goes out into the 6 directions, the frequency, the sound goes out into the 10 directions of Buddhist understanding. I invite you to send out your own frequency, your own vibration of love, of compassion, of awareness, of kindness. Send that out into the world. There are many places that are suffering. So we send out our prayers for our relatives in India, in Bhutan, in Tibet, Indonesia, Nepal, Cambodia, Vietnam, Laos, and Thailand, and places like that where there's great suffering, and in our relatives' country of Tibet too. And send out our love and frequency. So I invite you to join us with that. Remembering the children on this Festival of Light, to send out our love and light to those children that are suffering in sex trafficking, in impoverishment, in poverty, and of course our relatives in Gaza, occupied West Bank, and occupied Palestine. Turtle Island, to Mother Earth, and all your ancestral lineage that has come throughout all those generations. We want to acknowledge you and recognize you and celebrate you in your own family lineage. And at the same time, we want to recognize the ancestors of the sacred land, the Cheyenne Nation, the Arapahoe Nation, the Ute Nation, further south and to the west, the Shoshone Nation, the Comanche Nation, further south, the Apache Nation, the Dene or Navajo Nation, and the Pueblo Nation. And up north, some of my relatives, the Lakota Nation, and there are over 45 nations that are traditionally on this land, now known as Colorado. So I'm going to sing a prayer song and invite you to continue to send out your love and your compassion to all the relatives of the earth, all beings of the earth, not only human beings, but the four-legged, the winged, the crawlers, the ocean and water dwellers, the tree people, the stone people, the two-leggeds.
Well, we are so excited to celebrate and share one of my most favorite festivals, Diwali, or Deepavali. It is known as the Festival of Lights, and this includes celebrations of, Deepavali means a row of lights. As you can see, we have lights everywhere in here. And the festivities include illumination of lights, candles, firecrackers, and diya, they're little clay oil lamps, to symbolize the victory of good over evil, inner light over spiritual darkness, and knowledge over ignorance. Diwali is a time for gathering and celebrating with loved ones and committing to making the right decisions in life. We have curated a very fun evening for you all, so please take a look at your handouts. I hope that you all have your handouts. And this will, handouts, because this gives you an overview of what you all are going to be, what you all signed up for today, which is a lot of fun and celebration. And let's see. This evening will be in two parts. First will be filled with music. Sri Devi will lead us into Kirtan songs. The lyrics are also in your program if you'd like to join. And after Kirtan, we will have Beena Shrestha and Surinder Maharjan take us on a classical Indian music journey with their sitar and tabla. That will conclude our first half of the program. And the second half is full of cultural performances and community dances where you, the audience, will participate. No, not will. You can if you want to. So I hope you have your dancing shoes on. And dancing feet. And at the end, we will come together and celebrate with some delicious and nourishing food provided by Little Llama Cafe. Hope you're enjoying your chai and samosas in the meantime.
Namaste. My name is Sridevi Bringi. I'm a retired Naropa faculty. And if my voice gives out, I'm in the middle of a sinus thing. But I request mother and daughter, Tashi and India, and also Sunanda from the Diwali Jatra, the three goddesses to come up and do the arati or the benediction using the, there are also bells to be rung. If maybe one of you can ring the bells, they may not be able to. So this initial chant is in your program. It's called Ya Devi. This is from the greatest goddess epic of the world, the only goddess epic in Sanskrit from the 5th century. It's an epic of over 700 poetic verses extolling Durga and her sister goddesses Lakshmi, Saraswati, and Kali. So, you goddess, you who are established in all living things, you I adore, you I adore, you I adore, you I adore, and you I adore. 5 times. So we're going to chant this 3 times in unison. Just join wherever you want. So why Diwali now? We have new moons all through the year. But this past new moon was the Diwali moon. We just happened to have the event today because Pat was available today. You gotta be practical with these things. So the fall harvest, so many other festivals that come at this time globally, including the Celtic pagan festival of Samhain or Samhain, where the veil between this life and the other life, afterlife, is thinner. So that is true for Diwali as well. Diwali includes 3 components: honoring the ancestors, showing them light, showing them the path to go on their celestial journey. So that happens on the 14th night before this last new moon. Also as a festival of reflection, because it is the new moon. The new moon implies that our chattering mind is quiet, has gone into dormancy, allowing the sun to shine even when it's dark. The moon and the sun are both in Libra, and Libra implies balance. We have the moon, the sun, Mercury, and Mars, all in Libra, and that's when Diwali happens. And the planets, the bright benevolent planets. Jupiter is called the Guru planet. So Jupiter is exalted in its region of Cancer. And so the brightness of Mercury, Jupiter, and Venus. The malefic planets have become softer, gentler. Mars and Saturn, and then we have two other Vedic astrology planets called Rahu and Ketu. So they're all more on the quiet side. So therefore the opportunity to brighten our spiritual path. So this is why in the conjunction of this particular planetary configuration that Diwali happens. And what about Lakshmi? What about Sri Lakshmi? You see her there, sitting on a pink lotus, 4 hands. All our Buddhist and Hindu deities in their stable forms have 4 arms. The front 2 arms represent the accessible domain, the physical domain with us, what we want to ask them for. Like with Lakshmi, we would ask her for prosperity, for abundance. She has a pot of gold coins that she's offering to us. Her back hands hold lotuses, offering us the wealth and abundance of spiritual fulfillment. And how did she arise? Who is she? Well, the churning of the great ocean of consciousness, when that happened. And this is a creation story that appears time and again over 1,000 years of Sanskrit texts called the Puranas. It's in that great churning. First the poison comes up, like our collective unconscious. No, nobody wants that. So Lord Shiva had to come and swallow that poison. And then, as the churning became more and more subtle, Lakshmi arises with her beautiful pot of gold coins and a garland. She had to pick her mate. And of course, Vishnu is looking at her, she is looking at Lord Vishnu. And as she arises out of the milky ocean of consciousness, she garlands Lord Vishnu and promises him that in all of his different avatars, this is where the original word avatar comes from. It's a Sanskrit word meaning the descent of divine consciousness into earthly forms. So, in all of his avatars, she will come as his consort. When he comes as Krishna, she will come as Radha, as Rukmini, as Satyabhama. And when she is Vishnu, when he is Vishnu, then she is Lakshmi. And when he is Rama, then she is Sita, the goddess of earth. So, this is the origin story of Goddess Lakshmi. And now we're going to adore her in this first song, Bhajamanama. Let us adore her as the embodiment of bliss. Bella will guide us. divine self, bathing in bliss. Bliss is our true nature. So honoring the blissful goddess, we now proceed to honor her. Victory to the goddess, victory to the mother. Amba means mother, Jai Ambe. The next song. Jagadambe, you who are the mother of the changing universe. We know all about that. The changing world that we are in, the ever-changing. You who are Kali, you who are Durga, you who are Lakshmi, you who are Saraswati, you who are all these forms, and yet you who are the ultimate reality. We sing to you, Jayambe from Peter.
Jayambe, Jagadambe, Mata Bhavani, Jayambe, 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 Durga Vinashini Durga, Jai Jai Kala Vinashini Kali, Jai Jai Durga Vinashini Durga, Jai Jai Kala Vinashini Kali, Jai Jai Durga Vinashini Durga, Jai Jai Kala Vinashini Kali, Jai Jai Durga Vinashini Durga, Jai Jai Kala Vinashini Kali, Jai Jai Umarama Brahmani, Jai Jai Radha Rukmini Sita, Jai Jai Umarama Brahmani, Jai Jai Radha Rukmini Sita, Jai Jai Umarama Brahmani, Jai Jai Radha Rukmini Sita, Jai Jai Umarama Brahmani, Jai Jai Radha Rukmini Sita, Jai Jai Jayambe, Jagadambe, Mata Bhavani, Jayambe, 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 Jayambe, Jagadambe, Mata Bhavani, Jayambe.
Calling on the goddess in all her forms, asking for her to bring light over darkness, asking her to assist us in removing the negative forces in our own lives and seeking help. We come to another celebration of Diwali, not only of goddess Lakshmi, but of King Rama and his beloved Queen Sita, and Rama's brother Lakshmana, and Rama's devoted war general Hanuman. So when the battle ended in Lanka and Rama was able to bring back his wife, Queen Sita, in great triumph, and as the procession along the river Sarayu in North India, with the capital, ancient capital of Ayodhya, where now the Rama temple has been rebuilt in triumph just last year. Thousands and thousands of people gathered way back, say around 1000 BC, when historically this happened, lighting these diyas, these lights, holding them, singing gloriously. Yeah, they lit the banks of the river, so even today, at this time, the banks of the river Sarayu was flooded with millions of lights. When Google camera looks down, you see nothing but lights on the map of India. So, adoring their victory, which represents the victory of righteousness over evil. Sitaram, Sitaram, Sitaram Bol by Jaya. Song, I want to acknowledge how popular and how big Kirtan music has become in the West as well. Because the yoga community and many teachers, great teachers from India, have brought Kirtan here, especially the devotees of Nim Karoli Baba. And here at Naropa University, thanks to the legacy of our own beloved Kabir, the legacy passed on to my daughter Sheila Bali. And let's give her a big hand. And all of her students. I don't know if she's in the hall, but she is continuing the legacy of Raga and Kirtan in Naropa. And every one of these students here have studied with her, either now or in the past. And as she continues my legacy here in Naropa as well. with Kirtan being our childhood practice. So this last song is something I composed several years ago in front of our beloved teacher, Amma. So this is dedicated to Diwali Sri Lakshmi. Lakshmi, Diwali, Sri Lakshmi, Om, Diwali, Sri 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 Lakshmi, 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 Om, Diwali, Sri Lakshmi, Diwali, Sri Lakshmi, Om, Diwali, Sri Lakshmi, 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 Diwali, Sri Lakshmi. Jai Diwali Lakshmi ki! Jai! Now the closing prayers for this section, the peace mantras. I build on what our native elder recited to us. So we ask for the happiness of all beings in all the realms of consciousness. And may we be guided from untruth to truth, from darkness to light, and from death to immortality. Peace, peace, peace.
Sridevi and Isabella, Peter, Gabriela, Jaya, Niall, and Jagadamba. Now I would like to invite Veena Shrestha and Surinder Maharjan up so they can set up. Surinder Maharjan. Veena is a renowned Nepali sitarist with over 30 years dedicated to Hindustani classical music, a master degree holder in music, and a top-class artist of Radio Nepal. She is celebrated for her graceful and soulful performances that captivates audiences at home and abroad. Along with her artistry, Bina is deeply committed to teaching and inspiring the next generation of sitar players through her passion and mastery of instruments. Surinder Maharjan is a talented percussionist known for his skillful rhythm and strong roots in Nepali musical traditions. He learned from his late father, Shankar Maharjan, and later from maestro Rabinlal Shrestha. Over the years, he has developed a unique style that combines precision with heartfelt expression. As both a performer and teacher, Surinder shares his love for music with others and continues to inspire many through his dedication and artistry. Thank you.
First of all, Danny, we are not guests. We are the organizers. So welcome. Welcome to all of you from 3 countries represented here: India, Tibet, and Nepal. Tashi is also our official Naropa administrator, without whom this would not have happened at Naropa. And Sunanda is the founder director of the foundation called Nepali Jatra in Longmont, and she organizes an annual Nepali festival in Longmont. And without her, there would have been no grant money to start this event. So. And I'm the glue that holds all this together. I'm Sridevi Bringi, the co-founder of the Yoga Studies program here at Naropa, and retired faculty. And I also represent the Cosmos Cooperative today, and we have Marco Morelli there, if Marco can please wave. Cosmos Cooperative is an arts and media organization globally, and we also have regular events in Longmont, Colorado. So we're all 3 of us very pleased to be here, and if you want to say a word,
So I just wanted to thank a lot of people here, especially Paul. I'm so glad you came to join us, and Zoe. And I wanted to thank every performer who's going to participate today, because this is such a mix of entertainment, people from the community. You can see our students joined us for the Kirtan. They'll be joining us for the dances. We have our Tibetan Association of Colorado. Their children are performing some dances. I have a local Hamsa art studio performing their dance. And we'll do a little demonstration of a couple of dances, which we'd love to have you guys join us at the end. And I'd like to thank our development office, our Sun office, our president's office, student success, without whom I would not be able to do this. They've all been very supportive. And I'm glad that all our international students who could participate did their little tables up front. I hope you enjoyed their displays. And we have a lot of friends and family from town, so thank you all for making this evening happen. And I give it to you.
Thank you. Namaste, everybody. And before I forget, I wanted to thank our performers from Nepal earlier. They were Surendra Moharjan and Beena Shrestha. And they played some of the very popular folk tunes from Nepal. And if you are into Hindustani classical music, you might have heard of Vijaya Shrestha, and she's the mother of Vijaya Shrestha, which I'm pretty sure everybody who attends Hindustani classical music would know. So, and also wanted to highlight that she is visiting us from Nepal, so it was our extra honor and pleasure to have us here today. Thank you very much. And so as Sridevi mentioned about Nepali Jatra is an organization that celebrates culture, build connections, and then strengthen communities by bringing people together. And we are so glad to have you here today. So talking about culture, we thought, not just celebrating your own culture is of course important, but celebrating together with intercultural people here, which you can see in the audience, like we are from many different countries, and to celebrate the Diwali together, it is our honor and pleasure to have you all here, and especially performers. We want to thank you once again. And Sridevi keeps giving me credit about all the events, all the things that is happening here. Actually, I would like to give them the credit for embracing me and having me here, because without their support, I would not have been able to put this together. So thank you so very much.
कुमकुमना पगला पाड्या माळीना हेच घडा कुमकुमना पगला पाड्या माळीना हेच घडा जोवा लोक टोळे वड्या रे माळी तारा आबवाना ते धाना कळ्या माळी तारा आबवाना ते धाना कळ्या कुमकुमना पगला पाड्या माळीना हेच घडा कुमकुमना पगला पाड्या माळीना हेच घडा जोवा लोक टोळे वड्या माळी तारा आबवाना ते धाना कळ्या मारी तारा आववाना ते धाणा कळा चंद्र किरण है वस्या सूरज नाचे चितप्या चंद्र किरण है वस्या तारलिया टमटम्या रे मारी तारा आववाना ते धाणा कळा मारी तारा आववाना ते धाणा कळा
Danny, where's Danny? Danny? Danny, please announce.
We'll be doing the candle dance first,
Followed by the
stick dance.
5 minutes each. Yeah, please come on up. Those who would like to be. Okay. And then, Bella, can you?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, you want to go up and show 2 steps? Thank you. You do it. Just show 2 steps. The music, please. Yeah.
Okay. So our first step is we
Step
step
moving
with
in
our
a
right
circle.
hand and right foot at the same time. We go
You
right,
gotta move. Jagadamba, move.
right,
Move.
left.
Circle. More people can join inside.
In the center?
There's no judgment for time here.
All right. And then you can stop
Then when you do this, you got to turn. You got to turn when you tap. And then when you tap, you got to turn. You go this side, okay? Those of us with this.
If you can, everybody find a partner. All right. And if you need a partner, you want to be my partner? Will you be my partner? Yeah.
You can be your
All right. If you need a partner, please raise your hands. Anybody else? Okay, everybody have a partner? We're all good? Okay. This will be our first step. Wait, can we get song 6 on? Okay. Stand next to your partner and let's move into a circle, all right? We're gonna face to the right, we're gonna walk. Our next step, we're gonna stop here. Everyone face me. We're gonna click once in front, and you turn to your right and click out. To the front, up. Face your partner, everybody. I'm sorry, just kidding. Face me again, and then you'll face your partner, okay? We're gonna demo. You ready? We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 turns. And 1, 2, 3, 4, turn, and 1, 2, 1,
So it's supposed to be 1, and then we cross sticks. You can go like that.
Hello, namaste. My name is Benisha Shrestha. I'm a founder and CEO of Colorado Nepalese Community, a non-profit based in Denver metro area. I am a Watson Institute alum and a Western Union Foundation Fellow 24-25. So I'm very happy to help Sunanda organize this base camp powered by Watson Institute. It is a great event. The turnout has been great. Everything has been great, and what I really feel is with witnessing today's event, representation really matters. It is very important for the minority, for the group like us, that to be seen, to be visible in some way in the broader community.
From my perspective, like this is all new to me. With me, I'm learning so much, and also for me having to check my ego of I don't know anything here. I'll empty my cup and see what you can learn, see what actually hits you, and a lot of the music, a lot of the rhythms, a lot of the cultural things, reasons why some of the songs are played actually really resonates with me, and I do. It's a safe space for us to be able to open up together, you know, and being able to share. You sharing your culture with me, I'm learning. So it's awesome. I love that you guys are opening it up.
Witnessing tonight's event, it was great to see the representation, the celebration of the festival, representing so many communities, so many people exactly came at one place to celebrate that, to witness that, to feel visible in so many ways that they feel the sense of belonging in so many ways, that we are the part of the community. We belong here. That's a big message in the community that we are able to give to the community.
So let me ask you this, my last question. What does this mean to you? Like, does it hold any special, any additional thing to you? I know that it's we're all coming together. It's friendship. I see there's love. There's education. What does it mean? Anything outside of that to you?
Yes, of course. Yes, the main message is we really wanted to give out to the community is the belonging, the sense of belonging. We have organized many events like this, but then we also talk to community on one-on-one basis. And the biggest thing we hear from the community is the gap, the vacant in the sense of belonging. There are so many community members, our community members, who haven't come out of that comfort zone yet. And in order to make them included, in order to make them feel they are also the part of the community, they are not the outsiders. the events like these are the effort to the diversity, to inclusiveness, to the community. We want to give the message that we are one, we belong here as well. So as a whole, yeah, and even as an immigrant, we want to give the message that we belong here as well. Yes, I think
Good. We all belong here.
Yes,
It's one planet.
Yes.
One planet. So we all in one race, one planet. Yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I think I know.
First off, tell me, who are you? What's your name?
I'm Michelle Gabrieloff Parrish.
Okay, you, sir?
I'm Ramon Gabrieloff Parrish.
Okay. Now, what brought you to this celebration today? While we're moving in line, sorry.
Well, I teach at Naropa University, which is hosting this celebration.
Okay.
And our dear friend and colleague India was helping to MC and did some of the dances, so she invited us.
So what do you think of the program?
It was beautiful. I actually get really moved every time I see people working to make sure their culture gets to continue, even if it's in a small group or in totally different lands and amidst totally different cultures. So there's something really profound about getting to support it and be here and witness it and be inspired to do the same.
Okay, and you, sir?
I thought it was really beautiful, really joyful. They had people of different ages. You know, they had like a youth section. You know, they had children, they had elders dancing together. Yeah.
Did it mean anything to you? Like, actually, did it mean anything to you that you didn't recognize until you got here?
You know, I was kind of low energy when I got here, and I think it picked me up on the energy level.
Good.
Yeah.
It's good actually seeing like everybody kind of come together, everybody pulling in. There's so many different cultures actually in one group.
Yeah.
And it's the education. Like that's I think the awesome part for me is the education part.
Yeah.
Did it feel like that for you too?
Definitely. You know, in the beginning when Sri Devi was describing the timing of the festival, and she was talking about whether it's like planetary alignments or astrology, you know, this time of the year, and then the goddess, what's the goddess? Lakshmi. Yeah. The goddess Lakshmi and her incarnations, and this being a goddess celebration. That was all, you know, and then even the reason why Hindu deities have 4 arms. Even that was all news to me.
All right, sir. So tell me who you are today.
My name is Niles Atlas.
Okay, and you were actually performing in the event today, Miles. Can you tell me a little bit about that? What was that like for you?
Yes, we were participating in the Diwali Festival of Lights that was organized by Sri Devi Bringi and several other folks that I wish I could give the appropriate credit to myself, and I am unable to. It has been a wonderful time. We have been dancing and singing and celebrating the Festival of Lights, and it feels very lively to be able to engage the audience in our performance as well.
I love the singing. What does this festival mean to you, like, sir? I mean, does it carry any special meaning, like, with the community? Because I noticed you knew a lot of the songs too, so can you tell me what that means to you?
Yes, for me, so the singing is called Kirtan. And Kirtan is an experience, like a community of experiences that has, it's what led me to come to school again and to find Naropa, because I have been part of a Kirtan community in Kalamazoo, Michigan for over 2 years, where I was attending each week and singing and chanting in community. And it was those folks that I was singing with that encouraged me to go back to school. And thank you. They didn't take my no for an answer, you know, as far as like, oh, here are all the reasons why I can't go back. And they kept just encouraging me again and again. And so that community really helped me to launch into the next chapter of my life. And so getting involved in the Kirtan community here at Naropa really helps bring that appreciation for transformation and community to just, that's something that I really hold as that appreciation.
So it's more than just a performance for you. It actually is like you're getting encouraged from a community, you're being uplifted in the community, you're part of the community. I've heard inclusion a lot today, inclusion. What does that feel like, actually, to be a part of a community? Because it's some crazy days now. So what does it feel like to be a part of a community like that?
It feels to me like kind of actually the highest mission is to be part of community, multiple communities, be able to navigate in between those communities, because I feel like with so much uncertainty in our world that there's nothing that we can take for granted. There's nothing that we can say for sure about our future. And so the only thing that I feel close to being able to say for sure about my future is the importance of community. And so being able to connect on just multiple levels with community on things that are really resonating, like high, the energy is resonating throughout everybody. Those are the sorts of things that uplift me in the face of uncertainties of everything else going on in our world.
I thank you for your time, sir. Thank you for your gift also too on the stage.
Thank you.
Because it truly is a gift.
I appreciate it, sir.
Thank you for your time and your time today to speak with me, bro.
Thank you, sir. You have a great day.
Namaste, my name is Sunanda Dangul. I am the founder and CEO of Nepali Jatra.
Okay.
This is an organization where we create cultural events, trying to bring people together and make connection. So that's the whole idea of cultural events, and we are able to do that today. And it was such a joy to see the community participate in the event, and most gratifying event that I ever created. Feels like, I mean, I am kind of biased. I feel special organizing any events, but again, this was really dear to my heart.
Really, why?
I think usually when I do cultural events, I have been only showcasing Nepali cultural event, but now I'm trying to put other cultures together, because the whole idea is to bring people together no matter what community you are from. So I was able to do that in this particular event, and to have those many perspectives and participants, that amplifies the voice that we are trying to create.
Good. I've heard from a couple people that I talked to that they got a sense of inclusion, they got a sense of belonging someplace, even if this isn't their home culture, it's a welcome space. Yeah. I've even felt that way. This is the third event that I've actually been to that you've thrown. Every last one of them has been educational, learning stuff from walking through the door to the foods, trying chai teas, the dances, the storytelling. It's a lot. I love that you guys are opening the doors in order for people to come in.
One of the reasons, as I said, is to bring people from as many cultures as we can, and then see and experience how we celebrate, each other's festivals. So that's another reason that I had a lot of other cultures trying to celebrate Diwali, or Festival of Lights. And one thing I wanted to point out is Festival Light is not only South Asians people, like every culture has it, but they celebrate it differently. So if you really think about it, Christmas, Hanukkah, and all those people also have the light when they celebrate it, but they do it differently. Okay. So the idea is, although we are different, we do so many things similar.
Together.
And so sharing the similarities and acknowledging the differences, that's what Nepali Jatra is all about.
Okay, so now that this event is over, you said that I can see the big smile you have on your face of actually having it go the way that it looks fantastic. How do you feel now that you've actually got this event out of the way? Is there a weight lifted a little bit? Is it like, okay, is it better than what you thought it was going to be? Is it? What's your thought?
So whenever event is done, you feel the 20 pounds or say 50 pounds of load off your shoulder for sure. But I am excited to create more events, and this is so motivating. And it's not, once done and like it's not over. The process continues every time, every month.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. All right, thank you for your time, and I appreciate you for putting on these awesome events, teaching me. I can't wait to talk to my mom so I can tell her and like show her some of these things too. Because on top of being invited in, I thank you for allowing me behind the scenes to be able to record and film. That's something that I don't take lightly. Everyone doesn't have to allow you into their space. And when you realize someone allows you into their space to be comfortable, to be yourself, but I'm not asking you anything but to come, empty your cup, learn, and tell me what looks familiar to you. Because some things are gonna look familiar. Like you said, there's the Christmas lights, there's Hanukkah, there's so many similarities, but we don't get into the room to be able to share those similarities, or we're like, oh, this snack tastes like something I remember. It's this. So I love that the fact that you're giving us the opportunity to see what's out there, and I'm not shutting my mind off. I'm open.
Thank you.
Yes.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, my name is Sridevi Bringi. I'm retired faculty at Naropa University and one of the 3 organizers of this event, Diwali Intercultural Festival.
Okay, so thank you for educating us for one. Thank you for educating us. I want to give you your flowers before I get started. Thank you for educating me. This is like the 3rd event that I've been to, and I've learned so much. But I want to hear from your perspective. What was your goal today, and do you feel like you accomplished that?
We more than exceeded our goal. My goal was cultural education and entertainment. Because I'm an educator, and I've been doing cultural education in America for 50 years. Mainly about India, but also about different cultures, different religious traditions. So my heart is very happy today. We more than achieved our objective. We more than met our goal of having more than 100 people register. We probably had at any time 150 people attending. We had tremendous collaboration with other cultural organizations who sent their groups to perform, who sent food. So, cultural education and entertainment at the same time. To inform, educate, entertain, and help to bring about an appreciation of other cultures. So I think we fully accomplished that.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you a question that's for me personally. What would you have wanted me to take away from here today by coming into this space?
A warm feeling of appreciation in these times of polarization, to know that despite all our differences, we are one. And so the more ways we can celebrate the different contributions we bring, the richness of cultures we can appreciate. So I would want to help create an awareness of what is available in the community, and through immersions in such events, help to bring about an appreciation and also an acceptance of other cultures.
Okay. Thank you. I definitely think that that's exactly what I felt here. I got a chance to talk to some of the other folks that you can see clearly are from a different culture, but they're telling me how they feel accepted. They're telling me how the community that they've met here has uplifted them in spaces where they needed everybody, which is awesome. So people don't have to look like you in order to relate to you.
Exactly.
And that's even better for me, because then I can be able to have an experience that I may have never would have had the opportunity to.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Daniel.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Rinchin India Love.
Okay. And how are you involved with the celebration today, with the event?
Well, I do a lot of community work locally in Boulder County, and also because my mom works here, so I was pulled into it.
Okay.
And I'm friends with Sananda, who's also another community organizer. So it's great to be able to collaborate and support other community efforts.
Gotcha. Okay, so Today, it's a learning lesson. We're celebrating the Festival of Lights. Am I correct?
That's right.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about what does the Festival of Lights mean to you?
Well, I grew up in India, and this was definitely one of my most favorite times of the year because the whole town comes alive. And, you know, it's basically light over darkness, and the whole town has all these different festivities. The kids are going from household to household. They have these songs and dances that we do, and it's, you know, we have firecrackers, which weren't really accessible at any other time of the year, just during that time, so it was also really fun. But just like celebrating that piece and bringing that piece of growing up, you know, celebrating the festival, it's been so nice.
So this is something that, like you said, this is something that's always been on your radar, like, oh my God, I can't wait for lights. My wife is a big Christmas person. She loves you can the smell of Christmas when you're going into the malls. You see the decorations, you see the kids, the excitement. That was you. So your little kid came alive.
Oh, totally. Yes.
Okay.
Well, and you know, generally Diwali, like by myself, I don't like, I'll light a candle, but there's like not a big celebration. So this was so much fun to be in community and also to share that with the extended community here. It was so fun. So I hope it brought out their inner light today.
Okay. So there was a lot of dancing going on too.
Oh yes.
I saw some things that reminded me of stuff when I was a kid, the sticks, hitting the sticks and stuff in class. Tell me about some of those dances. Like, so those were some of the things that the kids and the adults would do around that time?
Actually, the stick dance, it's from a state called Gujarat. So I did not grow up doing that dance. So we had one of our ladies, she's from the state of Gujarat, so she taught us how to do that. And even the Diya dance, that's not what I grew up with. So the area that I grew up in, it's multi-cultural. There's a blend of like Indian people, Nepali people, Tibetan people, Bhutanese people. And so the Diwali celebration that we did, I think it mostly resonates with how they celebrate in Nepal. So we grew up with a lot of the Nepali like songs and stuff like that. So this was a brand new experience for me.
So it's a learning lesson, it's a blended culture that you actually are bringing. So I did see dances from other cultures. The music at the gentleman that was from the Lakota tribe and things like that. So it's like, hey, we're all bringing everything together, almost like a household of bringing different foods in, and we're going to try them all, and we're going to find out about everybody else's culture. So it feels like kind of like that. Is that what I'm getting?
Yeah, and also, you know, it's very important. The reason why Joseph Medicine Grove is here is because we are on their lands, and we're all guests. So I thought, even though we're celebrating our culture, we still need to honor the people from here. So.
Gotcha. I love that. Is there anything that you would want somebody to take home with them, like a lesson from this that I can share with my family? What would it be?
Ooh, there's a lot. I think one is when people think of Boulder, people don't see diversity in Boulder. And Boulder is so filled with so many amazing people from all over the world, and each with such unique cultural knowledge that they bring, and it's just not reflected when you walk around the streets in Boulder. So I feel like it was so amazing to see like a little glimpse of that here today. So I hope that people got to see, oh wow, Boulder does have diversity, you know. Maybe it's just hidden.
No, I can speak to that because, I mean, I've lived in Colorado for 20-something years, and I've heard Boulder does not have that much diversity. However, this is probably the second time I've been up to Boulder for an event like this, and to be able to see different cultures coming in, to actually see, oh no, there's a hub here. That's like, you do have to find it, but when you find it, it's hard to not miss it anymore.
Yeah. So.
All right.
And to also continue supporting all the cultural things that are happening around Boulder, because that's what makes Boulder so beautiful. Yeah.
Noted. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
I want to give a shout out to my dear friend Joseph Elder, because Joseph always shows up for the community no matter what. I'm like, Joseph, please come. I would love for you to be here. He's like, I'll be there. It doesn't matter. He always shows up and is so helpful, and I'm so thankful that he's
thank you,
in this
sister.
community.
Thank you, sister. It's an honor to be part of the community.
All right, so tell me your full name, Joseph, so I have your first name.
Okay.
And who you are, sir.
My full name is Joseph Medicine Robe, R-O-B-E.
All right, and tell me a little bit about how you are connected to this event today. I mean, I saw you actually have a couple songs. So tell me exactly how you connected and what intention was it that you brought today with those songs?
So when we have these types of events, it's really wonderful to be able to start with that prayer offering. And in this case, we had traditional native flute with Lakota prayer and chanting. So to establish our connection with Mother Earth, to be centered and grounded, to give the participants that are there the opportunity to settle, and then also add their voice, add their prayer to the flute that's being sent out into the 4 directions, the 6 directions, the 10 directions.
Okay.
So it's bringing in the Native American spiritual understanding and spirituality, along with the Tibetan spiritual teachings, the Buddhist spiritual teachings, the Indian Hindu teachings. So it's very rich to have that dynamic of all of those cultures, whether the dance, Middle Eastern dancing, the candle dance. So you can see the community coming together for these special occasions. But I feel like this type of event, coming together of cultures, of nations, is important to do on a more regular basis, not just for annual once-a-year type events, but this is certainly a start. We plant the seed so that we can grow and invite the younger people to come, the younger generations like we saw tonight. A lot of the younger youth, the dancers, the Tibetan dancers, the Indian Hindu dancers. So that's a small part of it. It's a very important part of it, to bring in the children, the future generations.
Yes.
So that this tradition, these traditions, multiple traditions here, can be continued on a sacred continuum.
So it doesn't get
no
lost.
beginning, no end. Yes, exactly. So it doesn't just fall away to the wayside.
One thing that I did notice is that there is a lot of different similarities in the cultures and the music and some of the rhythms and some of the things that we can you speak to that, sir?
Sure. You could see in the sharings, the sacred music sharings, there's the drum, whether it was the doumbek drum or the tabla drum or the native drum that I played. So the drum is very instrumental in multiple cultures, in Africa, South America, Asia, you name it, all across, even Europe. They have the Celtic drum, Scotland, etc., and mainland Europe. Hawaii, the drum. So the drum is the heartbeat. It represents the heartbeat of all beings, not just human beings. Of course, we all have our heart that's resonating and beating at certain pulses per second, right? So the heartbeat is there, but all animal beings have the heartbeat. Even the tree and the stone people, the tree people, the stone people, the four-leggeds, the wingeds, the ocean water dwellers, they all have that heartbeat. Mother Earth, she has her heartbeat as well. The Earth itself has a resonance of hertz, like I think it's 7.63 or 7.83 hertz. So everything has that sacred resonance of frequency. So the drum is a instrument that you see in multiple cultures, as well as the voice, flute, instruments, and the melodies. Of course, they're going to be diverse and differ, but it's all to bring us into that deeper state of being, resonate, to enjoy the melodies, the cultural melodies, but it also drops our spirit into a deeper state of being. We really look at it, the cultural, traditional music. The purpose of those musics, to bring the community together, the villages, villagers and inhabitants of the local area, but it's also to commune in a sacred way. I mean, it's in African music, sacred music, in the drumming and the tribal music, Native American, of course, indigenous music. So there's a commonality that's in all cultures, even in European cultures, it's there.
It's still there.
It's still there. It may be kind of on the fringe because of more so-called modern music now, but so you find that commonality with the music, the singing, the dancing too. the movement of the body, the sacred movement of the body. So on the surface, it looks different. It looks like, oh, that's a different culture, that's a different style of music. But if you go really deep into it, you see the commonality. And what is the purpose of that? Why do humans make music? Why do we dance?
Yeah.
It's to celebrate life, to move the sacred energy. It's to perpetuate the generations, the 7 generations. There's multiple levels. I'm just barely scratching the surface, and it's so beautiful you saw tonight.
Yes, it is.
With all those cultures coming together, Middle Eastern culture, Asian, Tibetan, Indian, and Native Indigenous culture. So this is something we have to really lift up, and especially in a beautiful place like Naropa. What better place that we can do this at a university that's cultivating diversity, cultivating awareness, spiritual awareness, things of that nature, respect for other cultures.
I feel like I need to spend a little bit more time out here. I feel like I've discovered the journey that I've been on spiritually, and trying to get some of those, intentionally get some of those wavelengths and things. And have you ever seen or heard the movie Sinners? There was a really big popular movie that came out just recently. There was a scene, and the scene showed the power of music and the cultures, and it showed one gentleman singing, but it showed how the different cultures all tied together. They were dancing around the room, and it's really beautiful. It reminds me kind of this in a way when I see it in my mind's eye, because it is how we're all connected, and some of those rhythms and things like that, and how it just inspires the next generation, or the next generation, or the next generation, or the next culture takes inspiration from it. So that's one of the things that I love seeing from you guys putting this together. It really helped me to stretch. And then when you said the tree people, it actually perked my ears to really look at that. It's like, no, that's a life force too. It has its thing that it does, even though it doesn't have the same makeup as you and can express itself. It actually, I'm looking at this tree over here, that it's still expressing itself. There's still probably a beat that goes on with it. Right. So you just don't know. And hearing and understanding how plants react to music and things like that. So it's
so true.
Yeah, it's very interesting, and I think this is the watering to that seed that was planted of me to come back and dig a little bit deeper into that.
Yeah, thank you for doing that homework.
Yeah,
that research, because
it's for me.
We have to bring it up into our conscious awareness, so then we can share and talk about it and commune and have those kinds of deep conversations, and especially for the youth. Many of them, especially in the city, urban setting, they kind of lose touch with those foundational, very basic connections with Mother Earth, grounding, connecting with one another. And then if you follow it with the traditional music, cultural dance, etc., it really can bring it up into the youth culture, instead of it being lost. And a lot of the youth are, of course, attracted to modern music, but there's something here that we have to preserve and keep going. Like all the rich African culture and music. I'm not as knowledgeable about it, but it's deep.
Yeah.
Thousands and thousands of years old. So imagine if we had cultural events like this, bringing in all the cultures, African culture, dance from the Caribbean, Asia.
You can see how everybody is so similar but so different.
Right. It's richness.
Yeah.
Right. It's like having a big, beautiful banquet meal with all cultural foods.
And you can taste
everything. You can sample each one, and wow, that tastes so unique, and you can appreciate each one.
Yes. I've actually tasted a couple of things today that actually reminded me of different things that I've tried that might have been a little bit more not as similar, but different. And I'm like, okay, the ingredients are still the same.
Right.
But we do it this way, or we leave out this particular ingredient, but there's a reason behind it, a lot of those things. So it's a great learning opportunity.
And the prayer I said at the very beginning, those 2 words, In Lakota, it's Mitakuye Oyasin, means to all our relations, that we are all related, that we're all interconnected. So in just those two words of that prayer, we can see we're interconnected and that we're brother and sister for each other. We're relatives. That's why I said we're hello relatives, because that's the truth of it.
Yes.
That's the truth of it. That if we can treat each other that way and live a spiritual life that way, as a way of life, not as a religion.
Yeah, as a way of life.
As a way of life, of connecting, of sharing loving kindness and compassion and helping one another, uplifting society. Because we can't wait for our so-called leaders.
No.
Because they're taking us in the wrong direction. Unfortunately, they're compromised. They're being bought out by corporations. So they have special interests involved that keeps them bound in their path. But we know they're not representing the majority of the population. So it's up to us, individuals, to lift up our societies, to take the leadership, because they're not going to do it for us. There may be a handful in government,
but it's not enough. That's not enough, and that's where we have to take the.
Yeah, we have to be the representatives for ourselves and our communities. We are the ones we've been waiting for, so we can't wait any longer. We've seen it in the last year. We've seen it in the last 4 years, 8 years. Every cycle, it's the same. Whether it's the left, so-called left, or so-called right, a false right-left paradigm, Democrats, Republicans. It's just a device to keep the population divided. And that's an age-old tactic, divide and rule, divide and conquer. So they keep the mass population divided against each other. Blacks against whites, whites against blacks, liberals against progressives, young against old, and different factions. But we got to look beyond that so we can see we have more in common with each other than the ruling elites, the criminals that are running the show. Whether it's corporations, politics, banking, all of those structures that have been taken over, hijacked by these elites. So events such as this, it could be a stepping stone towards that greater awareness, but we have to do far more. I mean, it
has to become a reoccurring thing that happens often. One of the things that I want to end with is that I try to meditate on a daily basis, and when I ask for my ancestors to watch over me, I also ask for the ones that my friends' ancestors also. So, because we're all together. It just doesn't have to be my grandmother, grandfather. It's my ancestors, it's everyone that came behind me, even the ones that are still here currently on this plane. And for me also too, I'm my own ancestor as well. Because what my actions are in this world are going to be what my legacy may be. So even trying to speak to a high level of awareness of that, and I hear that a lot too, is being aware, being present.
Yes. Yeah. Being fully present, and to know that you're just one point in that sacred continuum. It's like a circle. There's no beginning and no end, right? It just continues on and on each generation. So you're here, and your whole ancestral lineage goes way back, right? Hundreds of years, thousands of years, and then your descendants and future generations, the children and the unborn children. That's another continuum that continues way ahead. So we're just one small point in that no beginning, no end.
I love it. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you for so much for your time. I appreciate you.